Hey you guys, it's Thomas, and today I'm doing something actually really different. This is going to be like a PvP training sort of thing. I'm going to tell you guys how you can be better at PvP so you can own those guys on those, public PvP servers that just keep on killing you and taking your stuff. Because I know for me, it used to be really hard, but then I kind of got new tactics and everything, and now I'm pretty good at it actually. And this is like, it's just because some people, they really do have trouble with it. And I feel like this could really help them. I'm just going to give you a general idea of kind of like tips and everything that really helped me, and just to be better at PvP and all, so you can do more fun, just like team deathmatch sort of things on all your public servers that you play on or whatever. Alright, so the first thing is what we're going to cover is kind of the weapons and the armor, which is kind of the two main things of PvP. Like whenever you think of PvP, you think of a sword or armor. Alright, so first of all, this is the order on the damage. First it's wooden sword, then it's golden sword, then it's stone sword, then it's iron sword, and then it's diamond sword. That's just the damage order. The durability is different, but that really doesn't matter. Since you always want to carry around multiple swords is what you want to do in PvP. For armor, what you're going to want to do is it goes like protection, how much protection you get. It goes leather, gold, chain, iron, and then diamond. Again, the durability varies. Gold being the lowest, I think. So that's the order on how much damage the weapons do and how much protection the chest plates give out, or the armor in general. So the second thing is sprint under 2 blocks for a boost. Now how this works is that if you're in survival, like see now I'm in survival. Let me get rid of too many items. So now I'm in survival, and you'll watch this. If I was just to sprint, you can kind of see how it's just, I just go right under it. And also, another thing that you want to do though is whenever you're sprinting, you want to make sure that you jump. Because when you sprint and you hold down jump, you'll go much faster than you would if you were just sprinting. And also, to get an extra huge boost, like this is really crazy. I actually learned this from Ant Venom when he was playing survival games, is whenever you sprint and you jump, hold down jump, and you want to press it as fast as you can. So watch this. So if you sprint, press jump as fast as you can, and you'll get a huge boost. Now this is just if I was just sprinting under it, or if I was just sprinting and not jumping at all. You can see there's a huge difference between how fast I get under the tree. And so if you're running away from somebody in survival games, you have like half a heart or something, there you go. Be careful you don't fall into a ditch though. Alright, now going on to some of this big long line of tips. Smart tactics. This basically means that if somebody is on the other side of the wall, okay, just try and picture this. If somebody's on the other side of a wall, then you could either choose to, I don't know, just go around the wall. Here, let me make a quick wall real quick. Oh, hold on, let me go back into creative mode. So here's like a wall, and the enemy is going to be on the other side. You could just choose to go like this and go around at them, or you could say there's a block right there. So you could either go around, you either go around like this and try and attack them, which they'll be looking at their sides. They won't be expecting you to come over the top. So if there's a block or a piece of terrain that you could use to get over the wall, you'd want to do something like this. Then you get the drop on them, and they'd be all yours. So that's definitely something you want to remember. Get rid of this. I don't like having random things in my world. So that's the first tip. Second tip is use the terrain, which is basically what I said. But you just want to use the terrain to your advantage. If you can use the terrain to block an arrow or block a punch or to surprise someone, always use your terrain. Don't neglect it. It's good. It's there. You don't want to just charge at somebody. Never just rush at somebody. You want to use what's given to you in the world. Sprint whenever you're able to. Because the faster you go, obviously, the harder it's going to be for them to track you, and the harder it is for them to going to be to kill you, because they can't find you. So I don't really think there's anything else to that, but you just want to sprint as much as you can around terrain or anything, because it's going to be hard for them to find you. Good food saturation. What that means is you want to have a good saturation, so when you're fighting, that your health will regen. Because if your health isn't regenerating while you're fighting, if the other person's is, then you're most likely going to use, just because you don't have the advantage of being able to regen health while you're in mid-combat, whereas the other person may. The best food for this is steak, because the saturation is the best, and it doesn't restore quite as many hunger as any other food source, but it does have the best saturation, so you won't have to eat as much. Stay shifted for stealth. Now what this means is in multiplayer, if you shift behind a solid wall, they will not be able to see your name tag. So if I was just sitting like this, they would be able to see my name tag through this wall. However, if I was shifting, they would not be able to see me through this wall, and the other person on the other side would just walk right by me because they wouldn't know anyone was there. So yeah, you want to try and use stealth as much as you can. That's really, really good. Always use stealth. Next thing is enchanted items. This is kind of a no-brainer. If you have a choice to use a wooden sword just alone versus a wooden sword with, like, I don't know, like knockback 3 or like power 5 or something like that, I don't know. You always want to use enchanted items because that's going to give you a huge advantage. Like fire aspect, that's definitely a killer. Potions. There's actually a lot of potions. You could use swiftness to get, like I said, more speed on somebody while you're sprinting, which would just be a killer. Instant health if you're about to die. Poison on the other enemy. Instant damage. Regeneration. Strength. There's just a lot of potions. That's also a no-brainer. You always want to use that. Element of surprise. This is probably the most. Crap. I was just trying to click it. I forgot I'm in creative. This is probably the most effective thing in Minecraft PvP, because if they don't know that you are coming at them, it's going to be much harder for them to prepare, because if they were just sitting over here chilling, drinking coffee or whatever, I can come up from behind them and they're still just sitting there. They won't have time to prepare. They'll just get hit and then they'll be like, whoa, what's happening? And it'll take them forever to like turn around their screen and look at me. So definitely use the element of surprise. That's probably one of the most effective PvP techniques. Take the high ground. This means that, say here is a little hill here. Imagine this is like a bigger hill or something, but, say that's a hill. This isn't really a good example, but say this is a hill and there's somebody down there. If I have the high ground, I'm going to be able to snipe them with a bow or something of that sort from up here, whereas when they're down there, I have them pinned down. If they move, they're gone. You also want to make sure that if you are doing this, you want to make sure that you have something like that to back you up if they shoot you with the bow, which would really be rare since they're not going to have that much of an opportunity to do that. So yeah, make sure that you use the high ground. That also goes into using your terrain, like I covered over there somewhere. So yeah, use the terrain. Take the high ground. Another thing is don't be afraid to rush somebody. If they're coming at you and they're rushing you and, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Don't sit there and shoot them with your bow. You want to rush them. Another thing is if they have you at low health, that means you've probably been fighting them a lot. And they're probably at low health too, and they'll be chasing you. Something that I've learned firsthand experience is that if you're running away, you're dead. You are dead. That's also where you can use the element of surprise, where you can just be like sprinting like, oh my gosh, I'm afraid, and then just turn around and boom, 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 and you're dead. They could have half a heart, and you could be sprinting away with 2 hearts. You never know. So, it's, that really works well with the element of surprise. Let's make a day again. So, yeah, you want to use those tactics, definitely. Use bow to hold back. Something I've learned over a while of PvP experience is that bows, unless you have a really good aim, you don't really want to use bows to do damage on somebody. If they're chasing you and they're coming behind you, what you could do is instead of hitting them with a sword, maybe if they're really far away, you could just stop, pull back your bow all the way, turn around, and shoot them. And that could be a death, actually, there. So, you just want to use bow to hold people back. Don't necessarily want to use them to just deal tons of damage to somebody, because the odds of you actually hitting someone is very slim. Now just some more examples of using the terrain, using the high ground and smart tactics. I've set up a little course here. Now these redstone torches each represent people. I have to take out these redstone torches using all the tactics that I just described, and using the terrain and everything. So I'll go ahead and do that real quick here. So here is kind of the terrain. So there's a guy there, there's a guy over there, a guy there, and then a guy over there in the tree, which I'll look at in a minute. So what you can do is you want to go over here, you want to sneak around the corner. Like I said, you could use the terrain. So instead of just going around here like that and hitting them, it could be much better to get the element of surprise and also be faster. And you could sprint on here like that and then jump down on them, which I should be in survival for this actually. Crap. Okay. Let me try that one more time. So you could sprint up this block. Failed. You can sprint up the crap. No. You go like that, and then you can get the drop on them, and you can be like a hawk and kind of jump down on them, which is gonna be a big effect. Another thing is use the terrain. If there's blocks, I messed that up again. Like I said, you always want to be sprinting. Never want to be doing PvP without sprinting. Oh, I'm missing it. I'm failing. It's so hardcore right now. Come on. Okay. And see, now I'm on top of here, and he'll probably be looking around the walls, like I said, to try and see if I'm gonna rush him from either left or the right. When you'll be up here, take him down. Another thing is, when he's in the open like that, there's really nothing you can do. Maybe another thing here, like I said earlier, take the high ground, shoot him with the bow to hold him back. If he gets too close, just jump down and try and kill him like this. There's nothing else that you can really do. If he's in the open, use your terrain to your advantage. Man, I'm talking a lot today. For the last target, the trees are really hard to fight around because you have I can destroy this sign now. Is that you have so much, like, I mean, there's no way that you can really be protected. If there's just one tree in the middle of a desert, there's not much cover that you can use except for the stump. If you have no choice, if you're just walking around, the best thing you can do is don't try and use the tree as cover. Just rush them and try and hit them. There's nothing else you can do. But if you're in a situation like this where they haven't spotted you yet, you could even try do some parkour to get on top of a tree, and that's possible to make. I'm just failing it right now. Come on. Come on. I made it when I wasn't recording. Come on. Come on. Make the jump. There. So, like, now that I'm on top of the tree, he'll be unsuspecting. He'll be down there. I can drop down on him. Take him out. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it really helped you out with your PvP troubles. Use these techniques, obviously. They will deal you good. They will help you a good lot. The second thing, I keep on saying the second thing. The last thing is, though, of this that I forgot to mention, is your computer. This probably isn't something that someone would think about in PvP, but your computer, depending on how good it is, your monitor size, you know, how good of an FPS you have in the game, you know, how good your mouse is, how good your keyboard is, things like that people wouldn't really think about that are more like real life items. That matters the most. If you had a absolutely boss computer, you could disregard at least half of those things and you'd still beat them. So, you know, have a good computer. I mean, I don't have like the most boss computer in the world, but it matters a great deal. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little PvP tutorial. If you liked it, you know, make sure that you subscribe and leave a like or a comment if you have any more questions. Hope this helped you, and yeah, maybe I'll see you on the server murderizing some noobs, and you'll be like, I watched Thomas Pros' PvP tutorial. And I'll be like, yes you did, son. Yes you did. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.